I also raise to congratulate Honorable Pastor Mwalio for bringing up this motion, and from the onset, I completely support the motion. And I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that the ruling by the Supreme Court to allow the registration of this organization is the beginning of the killing of our society. Because I cannot imagine a society where a woman is marrying a woman and a man is marrying a man, and for that matter, you do not expect any product out of it. I have read from the media that President Museveni has actually put some homosexuals in jail for a known period of time until when they are able to produce children. And I can tell you that that is going to be an eternity. And therefore, when you look at it, when a man starts marrying a man, then it means that we are going to have a society where there is no procreation. And in that regard, that it means that our society, Kenya, is going to disappear after a certain time. And I think this is a making of the Western and probably the Eastern as well. Because most of these people who are giving us money for donations to do development are putting conditions because they are interested in our land. They see that the population of Africa is still not that high, and they want to decimate the population of Africa so that they can take it over from us. And therefore, I want to agree with the President Museveni when he said that he is not going to take any money, and they can take him wherever they want to take him. But he is not going to agree to receive donations for accepting to legalize gay and homosexuality. And also I agree with the President Biden, the president of the most powerful country in the world. He pronounced himself on this matter. And he said that he told men that you can never be women. You do not have a womb, you do not have ovaries, and you do not have any organ that supports you to become a woman. And for that matter, it will be a shame and for your parents, because after some time, you of course grow old, feel frustrated, and probably you hang yourself, like the president said. And then after hanging, it will not change. Where the tomb where you'll be buried, it will be written your name. If you are a man's name like Paul Nzengu, it will be written there, Paul Nzengu is the one buried here. It will not change to be a woman. So I just want to advise our society, the young people, because this is mostly being carried on by young people, that you are becoming a disappointment to your parents. And I think it is a high time that we advise the young people that this is an immoral behavior, it is a moral decay, and therefore we want them to refrain from that. And maybe it's because of misinformation. I therefore want to ask church to take leadership in this matter, and let's warn young people from the highest level of the podiums or in the churches and everywhere in the mosques, so that we discourage our young people from really being dragged into this. And I want to say that I want to ask the president of this country, because the president himself has pronounced himself as a serious Christian, that if Museveni, who has not even been pronouncing himself as a Christian, has refused to bow to the pressure of the Western, then let's Kenya not accept any monies or donations that are tied to a condition of legalizing homosexuality or gayism, and let us pay taxes for that matter. If we must then run our country, we should not run it using dirty money that is conditioned for us to allow homosexuality and gayism. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable James Nikal, MP for Seme.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the decision in court is actually the issue. It's not even about discrimination against these people. It's forming an organization. And when you form an organization, NGO, it means you want to actually propagate that. So if you do it quietly in your home, who has said there's no discrimination about that? So if you look at this thing, whichever way you look at it, even if you look at it biologically, really, this is something that we should not propagate. People who find themselves there and accept it can do it in the privacy of their homes. And I think that's where it ends. Because in reality, Mr. Speaker, on this universe, in this universe on the earth, all